I, 28M, have been living with my girlfriend, 27F, for 5 years in a high-rise in Chicago. I'm a software architect, so I've been footing the bill for basically everything: rent, utilities, groceries, her car insurance, while she bounced between part-time retail jobs finding herself. I didn't mind because I loved her, or so I thought. 3 months ago, she sits me down and says she isn't in love with me anymore. The spark is dead. But then she says, I don't want to move out. I can't afford anything else and we're best friends, so let's just be roommates. I'll take the guest room. She basically wanted the breakup freedom without losing the luxury lifestyle I provided. I realized then she wasn't the woman I loved. She was a strategist. I just nodded and said, fine, roommates it is. I stopped everything. I stopped cooking for her, stopped cleaning up after her, and moved my high-end groceries into a locked fridge in my room. When she complained about being hungry or the kitchen being messy, I just reminded her that roommates don't subsidize each other's lives. The roommate era turned into a Cold War. She'd leave piles of dishes to rot, thinking I'd crack. I didn't. I used disposables and kept them in my room. Then she tried a dirty trick. She accidentally broke the router the night before a huge presentation I had. She wanted me to fail. Luckily, I had a mobile hotspot and finished the work anyway. That's when I hired a PI. I knew her patterns. Turns out, she wasn't just staying for the rent. She had been seeing someone else for 6 months, my cousin. The guy I grew up with. They were waiting for me to move out, so she could try to claim residency or some legal hold on the apartment and move him in. Under Chicago law, since she'd been there over 30 days, she was a month-to-month tenant. I couldn't just throw her stuff out, so I served her a formal 30-day notice to quit. She laughed and told me I was financially abusing her and that she had rights. Then things got nasty. She started bringing my cousin over. They'd sit on my sofa, laughing about their real chemistry. My cousin even tried to eat my food until I threatened to call the cops for trespassing and reminded him that, as the executor of our grandfather's estate, I was coming for the $5,000 he owed the family. The breaking point was when I came home to find my bedroom door kicked in. She'd smashed the smart lock and moved her stuff into my master suite, claiming she liked it better and that the cops wouldn't do anything because it was a civil matter. She was right about the cops, but she forgot one thing. She left her laptop open. I found emails between her and my cousin planning to rob me blind during my annual fishing trip. They were going to take my furniture, electronics, and my coin collection, worth about $20,000. I played it cool. I told her I was staying at a hotel for the weekend to think about a move-out incentive, aka a bribe. She was thrilled. Instead, I went to the police with the emails. Conspiracy to commit grand larceny is a felony. Monday morning, I showed up with 2 cops and a moving crew. She was literally packing my crystal glasses into boxes when we walked in. My cousin was passed out on my sofa. The cops detained them while I had the movers strip the place. I took the furniture, the rugs, the TV, even the light bulbs. Since I'd already settled the lease buyout with the landlord, I had the utilities scheduled to be cut that afternoon. I left her standing in a dark, empty concrete shell with nothing but her clothes and a guest mattress. My cousin got hauled off because the cops found substances on him, and he was already on probation. 2 months later, I'm in a new place with a woman I met at a tech conference who actually has her own life and career. My ex called me from a motel last week, crying that her parents disowned her and my cousin is in jail. She begged to come back, saying I'm the only one who ever cared. I told her she was right. I did care. But I'm not a host for parasites anymore. I hung up and blocked her. She wanted to live without the spark. Now she's living without electricity. If you think this roommate deserves a 5-star review for the move out, let me know in the comments and subscribe. I promise my stories have a lot more spark than her future.